Hello everybody! So by the title of this tutorial, I am reviewing the Urban Decay newest naked palette, and this is the Ultraviolet naked palette. And if you are a UD fan or junkie, you'll know that purple is like their iconic colour. And this has probably been a long time coming, and I'm just going to show you and give you my thoughts on this palette. This is the look that I've created with it today, and just a little spoiler, I really like it. And I'm going to jump right into the video and give you a little see of what this is. So guys, as you can tell, I'm already wearing foundation just because I thought I'd skip that process. It doesn't really mean anything, and I'm going to talk about the product a little bit. So excited about this. If you are a UD Urban Decay junkie, then you'll love this. I'm just going to talk through the palette a little bit and the colours and give them a bit of a swatch for you. It's so stunning. It's got like iridescent shimmer throughout. Sorry if that's reflecting a little bit for you. These are the colours right here. They are absolutely stunning. And they've done the palette really nicely. They've managed to make it so obviously you can tell when you're looking at it, it's a purple palette, and that will scare some people. However, the first chunk, the first 5 are actually really day-wearing colours. So you've got Trippin, the first colour here, and this is a warm ivory satin finish. So it's not completely matte, but that's quite nice anyway. I quite like that anyway. Ooh, later, that will be needed in a bit. And then you've got Mind Slip, which is this, so it's called a soft peach matte. So this one is matte, and there's a couple more matte in here. And then you've got Dazed, which is a really beautiful golden pink shimmer. And this has got a micro pearl sparkle to it as well. Then you've got Hacked, which is again a matte, and it's like a mauve. VR looks incredible. So this is a duotone. It says a raspberry sparkle with iridescent micro shimmer. So it looks like it's got a bit of a green in it as well. I cannot wait to dip into this. Got Lucid in here, a bit random, but I think it's a really nice shift shade. So they have it down as holographic green pearl shift. So that on top of the purple, like in like a halo eye or something, or in the inner corner, would look beautiful. Next you've got Optimized, and this is a lavender matte, and that is actually very lavendery. Yeah, I agree with that. Warning, which is kind of more of like a hot pink. This is called Bright Pink Satin with a purple shift. So I imagine when you put it on, you can sort of see, you can kind of tell that it's got like a two-tone in it. This is Cyberpunk, your proper UD purple. This is this is a violet shimmer with a pink micro shimmer again through it. Next you got Euphoric, which looks quite silvery blue in person. I don't know if it looks like that on the eye. On the website it looks quite a lot more purple than that. Cool toned light purple with a blue shift, so hence why it looks quite silvery. And then you got Purple Dust, which I guess is more of a glitter. And that is an ultraviolet with an iridescent micro shimmer. And then lastly, but not least, obviously, we have Digital. This looks a little bit more like a dark, rich purple, but it also looks kind of brown when you're looking at it. I'm sure it's gonna look different on the eye. And this is supposedly a smoky black with a red micro shimmer. Yeah, I guess it's kind of reddy. I would say it's more like plummy, but I guess it looks different on there. To be honest, I thought there was going to be a bit more payoff when I was putting them on my arm. I really liked the way that actually the last colour Digital went on, because it felt really creamy. And I really like VR, which is that one there, because of the sort of shimmer to it, which is that one here, if you can see. The mattes are okay. They feel a little bit chalky, and I had to proper press in to the second colour, Mind Slip. And also Euphoric is really fine. Again, I had to do a couple of layers of that one. Yeah, it was okay, but maybe they apply a bit better with a brush, so we don't know. I'll have to just see what it looks like with a brush now. I will zoom you in to do my eyes, and we're gonna have a little play with it and see what it is like. I'm going to use as many Urban Decay products as I can for this video. This is the Eden Primer Potion. I like to use something like this that will completely blank out my eye space, just so that you get maximum colour payoff from the eyeshadows. Right, so I'm going to take the brush that it comes with, and anyway, I'm going to take some of Mind Slip and pop it into the crease. This is probably the only warm shade you've got in the palette. I do like Urban Decay eyeshadows. I do think they blend really, really well. So I'm hoping that this palette also blends really well. Now, if you've got brown eyes like me, you're gonna love this palette because it's really gonna make your brown in your eyes go really, really rich and nice. That's just what complements brown eyes. I'm gonna go into Hacked next, which is just the other matte shade, which is more of a light mauve kind of colour. Same brush, and just concentrate that again into the crease, just not go as high. The combination of these two colours is really nice. You could easily wear this just day to day, work makeup or anything really. This is pretty versatile. So far, the payoff is actually a lot better than using my finger, and it's really blending really nicely. I'm going to take a different brush now. I've got the Real Techniques base shadow brush, and this is just going to take a bit of Optimized, which is that lavender colour, and I'm going to pop that on the outer third of my eye. This doesn't do an awful lot, but it does bring that a little bit of pastel colour inside the eye. I'm going to actually put that on top of the other colours to blend them out here towards the brow. Okay, so now I'm going to take Warning, which is this hot pink, and I'm going to pop this on the outer and inner corners and sort of leave a tiny gap in the middle of my eye just so I can do a bit of a halo. I think it's one of those colours that's best when it's layered. I can see the blue shift in it though when I move my eye. It's quite pretty. Oh guys, exciting news. I've got a move-in date, the 30th of July. Cannot wait to get out of this flat. Able to have a house that has central heating, have actually stairs and bathrooms and bedrooms. Oh, I'm so excited. Makes it sound like I don't have a bedroom. I have a bedroom, just only one. I feel like it can get pretty crowded pretty quick anyway if you have more than like 2 people in the place, so it could be good. Anyway, back to this. I'm gonna go back with the base shadow brush, and I'm gonna take a bit of Euphoric, this one here. This is gonna go on the outer part of the eye and the inner part, but not as close to the middle as the pink has. It's kind of going into the crease, but quite tight. Oh, bit of fallout already. It's very spacey, these colours, I do like them. I'm gonna pinpoint a bit more of a deeper purple, so I'm gonna put in some Cyberpunk, and that is gonna go again into the inner and outer corner. Nice. Sort of blend it into the outer V and ever so slightly in the crease, just to join the 2 bits together. I did a very similar sort of thing with the green tutorial. So really, you can do it with any colours, to be honest. Just you want those darkest bits in the inner and outer part, and the lighter bit in the middle. I'm going to focus a little bit more on the lash line area. I'm going to go back with the Urban Decay brush now because this is quite small and stubby. I'm going to take Purple Dust, which is again even darker. Just going to see what that's like. And this is literally on the outer part, but it's not being blended out. So it's kind of from the lash line into the V. Oh, that's pretty. Just flipping over to the other side of the brush just to blend any harsh edging off. Just taking a bit of Cyberpunk a little bit higher up. Just because when I really relax my eyes, they're pretty hooded. So even then you can't really see the transition colours anymore, they have added another dimension to the eye. And it's always good to start off with something like that, just so you can see where the eye look is going to go and how high up you need to go. And there is a little bit of peachiness coming through, I don't know if you can tell, just ever so slightly. I think I'm going to have to do a separate look using these sort of colours here because they are so beautiful. I've got a Real Techniques angle brush and I've got a Louise Young one. One is a bit finer than the other. I'm just going to use the bigger one of the two, which is the Urban Decay. Fineness eyeliner brush, that's all. And we're going to go into the darkest one, digital. And I'm going to run this sort of along the lash line and sort of lift it up a little bit on the outer and inner parts of my eye. And I'm going to go with the Urban Decay brush, again on the smaller side, and I'm going to take some of Cyberpunk underneath the eye, and a bit of digital as well on the outer part. Just blend the edge. Okay, now for the super fun part, I'm going to pop in Lucid. This beautiful colour here. Oh, we've had a bit of brightness. So I've done the majority of that tutorial in dark and now it comes out lighter. It's just my luck. I'm going to take this brush, which is a MAC 239, and a bit of Urban Decay setting spray. And I'm going to spray the brush and then pop the brush into Lucid. This should make it just a little bit more popping. If you are going to wet your eyeshadows though, only stick to part of the eyeshadow. I'm not going to wet the entire colour just because it can affect the way it dries and then make it very hard to get the colour out. Just see what this is like here. Ooh, yeah. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. That is a stunning colour. Look at that contrast. Yes. Just gonna blend the edge whilst that's drying. Just take on the excess of this brush here, the Zoeva Petit Crease brush. And I'm gonna pop a bit of Trippin, which is the first colour, and just pop it on the brow bone. I'm just going to pop a little bit of LSD 24/7 pencil by Urban Decay into my waterline and drag it down. Just because it has like a blue-green, little bit of purple in it, I think it will match up quite nice. This is super soft as well, just top and bottom. And then just blend with a little bit of purple dust right underneath the lash line there. I'm going to give my lashes a little bit of a curl. These are just the Inglot lash curlers. Make them more uniform. I'm not going to put any false lashes on, just so you can see the effect of the actual eyeshadow in the finished look. And don't ever curl your lashes after you put mascara on. You break your lashes. Don't do it. Now I've got Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. This mascara is one of the blackest mascaras I've ever put on. It is very good for its blackness, to be fair. The only thing I find is sometimes it transfers. Not everyone gets it. I get it a bit. And also it's quite a chunky brush, so I feel like I've got less control. But it gives a nice amount of volume, to be fair. Right, and I'm just going to clean up underneath my eyes now with a bit of concealer on the Dome Shadow Brush by Real Techniques. Deluxe Crease brush. I always do this. Why do I say Dome Shadow? What is the Dome Shadow brush? So I've just got the Stay Naked Concealer by Urban Decay in 30NN. Sort of crisps up the makeup as well quite nicely. bit of mascara on the bottom lashes. I am finding tiny little bits of random fallout on my face, but overall it's really not that bad. Just tying up the look now. So guys, this is my finished look. I am absolutely obsessed with this look. I always think, I don't really like purple, and then I put it on my eyes and I'm like, yes, that sound. This palette is beautiful and everything I expected from Urban Decay. I love that they brought in this sort of really light aqua green. I'd say the payoff is amazing from what I've seen so far. I definitely want to do a bit of a look with this. Yeah, let me know if you're gonna get your hands on it then, because I'm so happy I have this palette now. But yeah guys, if you did like this tutorial, give it a thumbs up and a subscribe because it really supports my channel, and get your hands on this. Well done Urban Decay, definitely a good one. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one guys. Bye.